The following podcast contains opinion and commentary protected under the First Amendment and fair use, as well as the public records and freedom of information laws. The content may include adult themes, concepts, or language not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Inside, take a seat, let the stories feed your soul. Hear the echoes, find the patterns, every truth, each hidden role. From the bench to the whispers, where the gavel takes its toll. There's a rhythm in the verdict, echoes from the cubby hole. Echoes, echoes from the cubby hole, where justice swings and stories unfold.
Welcome, everyone, back to your favorite cubbyhole on the internet. It's Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. And yes, I'm not going to be on camera tonight. Not this afternoon. Well, it's afternoon here. It may be evening. It may be tomorrow in other parts of the world, wherever you are. Happy Saturday to you, whatever time is left. So, this might be a quick one. It may be a long one. We never know. Hi, everybody. Hi, Gunther. Thanks for checking in. Wallace. Greetings, everyone and every place. Hi, Melissa. To talk about Jeep Daddy, since he's not here to defend himself. It's his own peril. He is taking the day off. No, actually, I didn't even ask him. I wasn't planning on doing a live today, but some documents have dropped within the last 24 hours. And there's been some video, and there's been some speculation and brouhaha on the Reddits. And so I thought, what the hell? Let's just pop on. Let's read some of the documents. Let's talk about the elephants in the room. Those could be Laura Owens-sized elephants, or they could even be other creator-sized elephants. I'm not really sure. Maybe between all of us, we can identify some of them. Greetings, Bruce. Happy Saturday to you, sir. Hi, IB. Melissa is driving, but listening attentively. I'll say, just be careful, Melissa. Do drive with great safety. Be careful, all those good things. No accidents on my account, if you would, please. Hopefully nothing I say would cause you to have such a vicious cackle that you would drive off the road, but we don't want any of that. Greetings, Wallace. Let's see, who have I not said hello to? Everyone's saying hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Deb. All right. So what's going on? What's going on, you might ask? Let's start with the documents, because that is what I like to do. At least generally speaking, we like documents. So we're going to, let's see, there it is. StreamYard is just never helpful. Never helpful at all. We just have to fiddle with it till it works right. There we go. That's better. Oh, is it not going to do it? Oh, it's just going to be feisty. Okay, go away. That has to go away. All right. Damn you, StreamYard. I swear. But when I know what it wants, then we can get there. I pay buckets of money. Well, maybe not buckets, but teaspoonfuls, maybe thimblefuls of money for StreamYard. And we just, we make do. It's better than trying to make do with OBS. So there's that. Hello, Mother Pugger number one. Greetings. Yes, I will say, ages ago, when I was still a student, I had this choir teacher that said, if you show up right on time, you're late. And if you want to be on time, you need to show up early. So we try and start on time as best as possible. Although I will admit, I've had multiple technical issues already, mostly with StreamYard not loading stuff up every time I entered the studio. That happens. So sometimes we're scrambling at the last minute, or 5 minutes after, or 10 minutes after, trying to get the damn thing to work. It's just another service they offer at no extra charge. and we desire not to be charged more. So let's start with the latest stuff. And this is regarding the Laura Owens bankruptcy. Have you not heard Laura Owens has filed bankruptcy? She filed Chapter 7, and she did sort of a half-assed filling in the paperwork. And, well, the debtors are going to come knocking. Things have progressed. We talked about this a little bit last stream. And the trustee for the bankruptcy case, the court trustee over Laura Owens' bankruptcy. Now, let me be very, very clear. The trustee for the bankruptcy does not work for Laura Owens. The bankruptcy trustee is working for the court, making sure all the creditors are accounted for, putting all the dots on the I's and the crosses on the T's, or as I normally say, dot the T's and cross the I's. They make certain everything is accounted for because they don't screw around in bankruptcy court. No siree, Bob. So the bankruptcy trustee is doing their thing, trying to get Laura Owens to do her thing. Good luck there. And as you may have heard, the bankruptcy trustee has hired additional counsel to help them with Laura Owens' Chapter 7 bankruptcy filing. Now, not only that, but just the other day, I think Friday, in fact, although this is dated the 8th, so that would make it Thursday when this was filed. We have an appearance, ladies and gentlemen. We have an appearance of Zaddy Greg R. Woodnick, legal counsel for Clayton Echard, who has made an appearance for the Chapter 7 bankruptcy of one Laura Michelle Owens, the succubus of Scottsdale herself. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get very, very interesting. Now, again, I don't practice in any legal capacity whatsoever. We just flirt with talking about things that fascinate us. Unlike other people who are actually lawyers and can talk about this with greater aplomb than I ever could. I'm just fascinated. That's where we do this. Because I have my own detractors and we learn things. Some of this kind of cross-pollinates into just being savvy about how law works and how people try to think they know how law works to commit fraud against you, for example. Or in the case of my detractors, try and engage in, shall we say, tortious interference against you. But never mind. We've talked about the detractors enough for the time being. But here we have the entrance, a notice of appearance and request for notice and service of papers filed by Woodnick Law. And this is in regards to Laura Owens, a.k.a. Laura Michelle Owens, a.k.a. Emily Laura Wilson, the fake alias that Laura Owens was going to try and make official a while back about the first part of the Owens v. Echard scandal, nonsensical bullshit. Well, it's her bullshit. She's engaged the bullshit. She started the bullshit. She perpetuated the bullshit. There's just plenty of bullshit to go around. Bullshit! Indeed. So this is all her doing. And let me just refresh your memory ever so briefly. Because David Dingus the douche canoe.
The fucking douche canoe.
Has sort of, well, he hasn't really re-entered the picture necessarily. I haven't checked his page for anything new. Frankly, I don't care. He claimed on another content creator's live one day, rather surreptitiously, is that the right word? No, I don't think that is, but it's the word I want to say. He appeared on one Rosalind Duke's live stream, wherein other people such as Just J Hip were also appearing. And as only Jay could do. And the guy perplexes me. He probably perplexes himself. But on a recent live, I think it was just after Christmas, maybe around December 28th, Rosalind had a bunch of people on, including Just J Hip. And they had a wild hair. Well, maybe Jay had a wild hair up his ass. I need to make amends with David Gingras. Rosalind, let's get him on. And lo and behold, like Beetlejuice himself, I think they said it about 10 times before he appeared, David Gingras shows up on Rosalind Duke's live, and he's dressed to the nines in a tux. He's doing something at his sister's in Tennessee, evidently, or whatever the hell it was. And Just J Hip, who I just saw another video about an hour ago. Someone trying to dox Jay, and I'm just scratching my head at all this, going, what is going on in this little corner of the internet? Because I think it has to do with other videos that have recently dropped talking about other people, not necessarily named as content creators, but in certain parts of the universe. And I'm just glad I'm hiding in my cubbyhole. That's what I'm doing. I'm hiding in my cubbyhole, keeping my nose to the grindstone and just minding my own business for the most part. And there's all this other stuff happening. Evidently, Omar was doxxed while he was in San Francisco trying to practice, trying to do his thing for Mike. And somehow where Omar was staying got out and he starts getting his phone bombed. Well, his phone blows up. Let's use that phraseology, shall we? Omar's phone blows up and from random places and sources. So someone let out his information somewhere. And yeah, it sounds like some stuff happened. Because in a great video from Omar and Schnitzel on Schnitzel Ninja's channel, go visit Schnitzel. Schnitzel's wonderful and amazing and lovely as ever. Someone made the comment on her live, or was it hers or was it Lauren's? Now I forget. I watch so much I can't keep track. Someone said, oh, Schnitzel and Echo should do a thing together. It's like, that would be great. I don't know who would lead the charge on that. Maybe Schnitzel. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at initiating other people because I don't want to intrude. It's, sort of a cultural thing here in my corner of the universe. Don't just go up and expect things from people. That's just not polite, I just don't go around, unlike other people on the YouTube, saying, oh, I want to be on someone's live stream. I need some co-hosts, and I'm going to be on everyone's live. I'm going to talk about lips because I love lips. That's not me. I like to do my own little thing here, and wherever it goes is where it goes. I'm okay with that. I'm not here to make gobs of money. I mean, you're not going to make gobs of money until you're into 6-figure counts on your channel, at least. So why people get excited about making gobs of money on YouTube, I don't understand. I don't know how many people doing Law2B stuff actually make gobs of money. I think Law Talk with Mike makes a little bit of money because he's been doing it for a while and he's got, over 300,000 subscribers? See, so it's not like till you roll over 250,000 people on your channel that it's even worth it for anything. So we're doing this just for the fun of it. I'm not making a penny. I'm not monetized worth a damn at all. So it doesn't even matter. But there was some stuff said on Schnitzel and Omar's tell-all, which was great. I enjoyed it. It was so revealing. It was so revealing. We even know the flavor of Omar's unmentionables. So if you really want to know all the dirt, if you need to know all those kinds of things, go watch the latest video. Omar getting interviewed by Schnitzel Ninja on Schnitzel Ninja's channel. So do that. And maybe you can help me figure out what all this side drama is all about. Because the Reddit has been talking about it. And everyone's kind of scratching their head going, what's going on? But very tastefully, very wisely, very carefully, Schnitzel and Omar didn't say too much other than that there is people out there who are probably doing things for their own gain. And that does happen. We're dealing with all kinds of people all across, well, let's just say the world. That's the nature of the internet. There will be people who are genuine, who are authentic, who are transparent. And then there will be people who hold their cards to the vest. And there will be people in it for themselves. And they will, whatever information they get will be valuable to them at some point, which may or may not be a good thing for everyone to have. But anyhow, just a little statement about that elephant in the room there. Because I don't really have a clue what's going on. And it's okay. I don't know. I just really don't know. I'm not going to speculate any more than I already have, which admittedly wasn't much, but be careful out there, folks. The internet, as I have said before, the internet is the Wild West. The internet is the Wild West, and you never know who's on the other end. They could be a great, wonderful person, or they could be an absolute lunatic who would sue you a million times from Sunday, like Laura Owens, or shall we just say people involved in the anti-Hales crap. So there's your PSA for today. All right, back to documents. I know, see, there's the digression. Digression number 1, check. And this is our notice from Zaddy Greg, Woodnick Law, announcing to the court, notice is hereby given that the law firm of Woodnick Law, PLLC, through Greg R. Woodnick and Marcus Reisinger, appears in this matter on behalf of, I don't have a drum roll, Clayton Echard. I need to get some drum rolls too. Good lordy. Timpani, please. For and in behalf of Clayton Echard, a creditor pursuant to bankruptcy rules 2002, blah, 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 blah. Undersigned counsel requests that all pleadings, filings, and other notices required or permitted to be served upon Mr. Echard be directed to counsel at the following address. And then it's got Woodnick Law. It doesn't matter. It's a public document. We all know where they are. Don't be mean to them. We like Woodnick Law. Don't even use this information for anything. Okay? I feel like I have to talk about informational disclaimers. Maybe I should add that to this year's disclaimer. We do not contact anyone we're talking about or who appear in any filings. If you do so, you risk being mocked by me and thoroughly ridiculed in all capacities. I think Megan Fox had IT Goatee Brad do a disclaimer to that effect at one point in time. I haven't heard it in forever. So now let's talk about how this is going about. But let's get some words under our belt, shall we? We need some words to help kind of delineate and describe what's going on here. So let's go over to this little thing. And this little thing comes from cacb.uscourts.gov. And it's about bankruptcy. Now, this is Central District of California. I don't know why this one was referenced. Someone actually pulled it up. I think it was the Justice for Clayton official on the was it Instagram? No, I think it was Twitter X. Clayton's Justice on Twitter. So we're talking a little bit about adversarial filings and adversarial proceeding because let's just say that's what Zaddy Greg is appearing for. There's more going to this bankruptcy than just Laura Owens trying to wiggle out of paying money, shall we say. And I think that's why the bankruptcy trustee has included and been approved of hiring outside counsel. I think this is also a side reason why Greg, for and in behalf of, that's a Mormon phrase, for and in behalf of so-and-so who is dead. Temple stuff, Mormon temple stuff. I digress. Yet again, there's number 2. There's more going on with the bankruptcy. And I think this bankruptcy, with everything now going on, with all the extra pieces starting to be clicked into place, like little puzzle pieces or little Legos, there could be more exposure for Laura Owens coming because of the bankruptcy someone's decided to file. Oh my goodness. How are you, chat? I'm just peeking. See, I've got to look over. I know you can't see me on camera. I'm looking at chat. What's Bruce saying? Every now and then someone goes into the Discord and starts drunk talking. Yes. People do stupid things sometimes. And I know that some of that stuff trickled over towards Omar and Schnitzel. At least that's what it sounds like. I'm speculating. And Lauren talked about it on a stream that she's kind of pulled back and stayed out of the Discord because people just start firing things in the wrong direction. And it's just stupidity. Stupid people being stupid. And, there will always be trolls, right? Choose how you will engage or not or yes or not. Maybe or not should be the answer. Just don't engage with the trolls. Block them if it becomes a problem. As I've said here before, I've had to block a troll that was just spewing what seemed to be bullshit about Omar. I wasn't interested in whatever their beef was. I have a feeling they're running around some places. Doesn't matter who they are. Some of you may know who that is. They may have even appeared in San Francisco when some of this was happening. That's speculation. I don't know. But I think there's some people have access to grind. Some people bring it all over the place and they just track mud everywhere. I'm not going to clean up after their mess. So we're just going to nip it in the bud when and or if it happens. So differences between regular bankruptcy and an adversarial proceeding. Again, this comes from California, so how it applies in Arizona, I would have to look it up, but this did pop up. I thought it was interesting, and I think it does carry over federally, so there should be some similarities, I should think, with Arizona versus California, but this says, in an adversary proceeding, the bankruptcy case involves a debtor and the creditors of that debtor. I'm just skipping ahead a little bit. Realize that the highlighted portion isn't quite so important as the rest. And the main bankruptcy case has its own separate docket and case number. An adversary proceeding in a bankruptcy court has the same meaning as a lawsuit in other courts. I can't read different lines. Maybe I should make it bigger. There we go. That's better. An adversary proceeding in a bankruptcy court has the same meaning as a lawsuit in other courts. This means that one or more plaintiffs file a complaint against one or more defendants. Ooh, I think that means there could be some stuff showing up for Laura Owens with the bankruptcy. What do you think, guys? Okay, let's see. Okay, 24/7, someone or someone's will register their displeasures in Discord. How true that is, Bruce. This is why I've not decided to participate in the Discord. I've hemmed and hawed on sticking my nose in there once or twice. I haven't done it. Mostly because some of this stuff kind of happens. I mean, I'm sure there's amusing things that happen there too, which I'd probably giggle on. But I just don't, when it starts to go sideways and people get stupid, I don't want to be there. People can criticize, but being rude is inappropriate. Hear, hear. Hear, hear. We don't mind critical thoughts. I get them all the time. Oh, yikes. So let's see. Someone can sue. Let's see. That means there's one more plaintiff. In many situations, an adversary proceeding is required if a plaintiff wants to obtain a particular type of relief. Oh, as in getting paid for winning a judgment against someone like Laura Owens. Let's see. Consult for the rules of bankruptcy to determine if a particular type of relief requires an adversary proceeding. When an adversary proceeding is commenced, the clerk's office starts a separate docket to record all the activity in an adversary proceeding. Each has its own number, blah, blah, blah. This means, filed in Los Angeles. All right. Okay, and this goes on to Los Angeles stuff. So this is a side piece to bankruptcy. So within bankruptcy, it sounds like someone can file an adversarial position and appearance and then start to make notices to the court of, hey, they're claiming, they claimed when they were on the stand during trial that they made $200,000 a year. Now they claim they never had any money and they don't have any money to begin with. And they also claim they never had any work. What gives? I think that's what's going on here. But again, I don't practice in law. This is just a hunch on my part. So let's read the big long form document. Lauren Knighty read this, I think last night. Was it last night or the night before? Yikes. It's all blurring together in my head, as it does. I watch so much content, it's ridiculous. Let's see. Melissa says, I didn't mean it as about making money as much as getting out there for people hearing what you have to say. Oh, sure. Yeah. I don't know if that comment is something I missed. Sorry, chat. I haven't totally paid attention to the threads going on. I'm trying to look over at two screens simultaneously. It's not something I'm good at. I need it right in front of my nose or I don't see it. Let's see. IB, Discord goes so fast and I'm not in there enough to see what drama went on. Yeah, so maybe it's Discord stuff that's trickled out, people being stupid, and that trickled out into the real world with Owens v. Maricini. Some of that. I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm not talking to anybody in back channels, so it doesn't matter. Let's move on, shall we? But I do have concerns. Let me time out for just a second. I do have concerns because Schnitzel was talking about, just having some plans and being safe and that kind of thing. And I went, ooh, some things might have gotten out of hand. Because I know Schnitzel appreciates her anonymity rather greatly, and I'm sure there's very good reasons for that. So when we have to talk about being careful and having plans for if and or when stupid people do stupid things, that's concerning. That's very concerning to me. But I'm not there. I don't know all the details. They didn't get specific again. If you want to find out more or find out as much as I've heard, go watch Schnitzel's video, learn more about Omar and his beginnings, how he got started in the YouTubes and rose to fame, I think. Perhaps against his intentions and desires, because it sounds like he'd much rather be the tilted lawyer he practices and doesn't become famous for taking high-profile stuff. That sounds like his preference. I'm not speaking for Omar. It's just sort of the impression I got. He'd much rather be the tilted lawyer on YouTube, and the real world in his day job and YouTube don't cross too much. But herein lies the danger when you're talking about higher profile stuff. And that's why David Gingras took the case, I think. David saw, ooh, a bachelor guy. This could be big stuff. Maybe I can make some fame or money or both. Again, I'm speculating on David. Okay. As I continually suck on water to keep from coughing in your ears so much. Let's go over to this big long document. This is the adversary complaint for non-dischargeability of debt against debtor Laura Owens et al. Et al. Is very interesting. Very interesting. Maybe et al. Is because we refer to Laura Owens by multiple names. Laura Owens, Laura Michelle Owens, Emily Laura Wilson, and that just covers all the names. I'm not sure, but interesting. Interesting to me. I would think almost that et al. Could also open the door to maybe other sources. I don't know. And this, again, also comes from Woodnick Law. And this was filed yesterday. And this dropped yesterday, sort of in my early afternoon when I noticed it. And I had to give myself a 10-minute potty break so I could read the posting that had dropped, and it was on the Twitters rather quickly. And I went, oh, this is interesting. Zaddy Woodnick is making his presence known for on behalf of Clayton Echard in Laura Owens' bankruptcy, as I expected, to be quite honest, because Woodnick filed the judgment debtor, filed for judgment debtor hearing, and that was held or stayed, shall we say, because of Laura Owens filing for Chapter 7. I figured, how soon before we see an appearance by Greg Woodnick in the bankruptcy of proceedings of Laura Owens? And sure enough, faster than you can say Voldemort, there he is. No, that's not a joke. Greg Woodnick is not Voldemort. That's David Gingras. But he appeared just as quickly. Zaddy Greg is great. And this goes into very interesting conversation. And it goes into everything we suspect to be true. And just to lay out cards on the table. Just to lay out cards on the table. I believe, and it is my belief. Again, this is speculative belief, but it is my belief, and it is a First Amendment protected belief, that I believe Laura Owens is committing financial fraud by engaging in bankruptcy. And as I was going to say about 20 minutes ago, or whenever it was, when I was going to refresh your memory, where Laura Owens and David Gingras made an online YouTube appearance together on their very low-quality platform of I don't know what the hell it was. And David said to Laura, who was on the top screen as I recall, Laura, I hope you don't ever pay Clayton Echard. And then that conversation continued. And it went so far as to just say, well, you could file bankruptcy, not that you're going to, but you don't have any money, although Clayton is welcome to look for it. David stated that. David said that in a video. And if I had that clip, which I don't, because I didn't capture all of David's videos, I know others have. If anybody in Chatland wants to forward me that clip, I'll back up and play it, of David talking about how Laura could file bankruptcy and how Clayton could try to look for money everywhere, but Laura doesn't have any money. There's all of that. So the chickens continue to come home to roost, don't they? And it's quite astonishing. Okay, here's the document. Are you ready? Brace yourselves. Okay, wait, before I do that, let's let me just look over to the side here. Hi, chat. Let's see. Shifting S. Is this the with malice thing or shifting assets? Good question. This is the someone lied about having assets, I think is what it's really about. Discord goes, oh, okay, we read that one. If Laura made $200K a year, I made 5 gazillion. I would take just a chunk of that. Think J-Hip has the clip. Well, maybe he does. I might have to look for that later and reference that. I don't know how to keep you occupied for 20 minutes while I go looking. But let's read this filing by Greg Woodnick, making his presence known. Plaintiff Clayton Echard, through counsel, alleges the following for his complaint for non-dischargeability of debt. Parties, jurisdictions, and venue. This is an adversary proceeding under pursuant to 11 U.S.C. blah, 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 to determine the non-dischargeability of debt owed by debtor Laura Owens to plaintiff creditor Clayton Echard, hereinafter Echard, in connection with the following state court cases. Notice that it's plural, folks, and not just court case. Plural cases. And not only does it begin at the beginning with the family division, but it has the appeals division too, the Supreme Court, Superior Court of Arizona Family Division, Superior Court Maricopa Civil Division, Superior Court of Arizona Criminal Division. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 listed. Oh, it's bad enough just having one. Number 2, the debtor defendant, Laura Owens, hereinafter Owens, filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in this matter on or about December 8, 2025. Yes, but a scant month ago. Owens is an individual who currently resides, and at all relevant times has resided in Scottsdale, Arizona, except when we're feeling disabled, so that we can go and ride a horse, right? Although that was in Arizona at the time too. Or we're feeling like we're working for mom and dad, and we request to have permission to leave the state to go to Southern California to go see our sister. It's amazing. It's amazing, isn't it? How we just make things sort of suit our own nefarious purposes. That's what she does. Next page, number 4. Upon information and belief, Owens is or was a manager, member, or shareholder of several business entities, including but not limited to Quartet Farms, LLC, Liz Max Investments, LLC, Keybacker, Inc. That's the, as Big Tiff Dog called it, the fraud lending service they were trying to start up, Laura and mentioning her sister. Again, we don't know how involved the sister was in Keybacker. Trying to get investors into people who can't get loans. That whole thing. We talked about it. Go back. Get some watch hours for me, please and thank you. And at some point we talk about it. And Stylette, LLC, one of the clothing lines that Laura tried to kick off. Number 5. Echard is a creditor of Owens by virtue of several judgments, entered for Echard's benefit and against Owens in the Superior Court of Arizona, the Arizona Court of Appeals, and the Supreme Court of Arizona. The state courts entered the judgments for attorney's fees and costs incurred in the litigation and subsequent appeals in pursuit of Owens' fraudulent paternity claim under Arizona Revised Statutes Title 25, Marital and Domestic Relations. Number 6. Echard has not yet filed a proof of claim in this bankruptcy proceeding, and no deadline for filing proof of claim has been set as of the date of this complaint. In her voluntary petition for bankruptcy, Owens lists the debt to Echard as an undisputed and non-contingent claim secured by judgment lien. You would think that crazy bitch would call it a contested claim, but she didn't. Oh, what does Wallace say? What? Laura totally did have to leave the state for work. She had to go visit Sister Sarah to talk about their MLM real estate business. Maybe so. Now, I will point out, and everybody else has noticed, that Sister Sarah has been very, very quiet. So quiet, I can't even hear the mouse. You know, there's not even a church mouse to hear squeaking in the corner. It's so quiet. I wonder if she's hired herself a lawyer yet. We don't know. We don't know what's going on with Sister Sarah. She's probably the smarter of all of them right now and just keeping her trap shut. Because some of this could bite her in the ass too. But that's just my opinion. Number 7. Owens was present in Arizona and resided in Arizona at all times relevant to the allegations in this complaint. And there's a lot of allegations. Ooh, yes, I've previewed this. I won't spoil it. It's a good ending. This court has jurisdiction under all of that case law and blah, blah, blah. The District of Arizona is the most appropriate venue because this adversary proceeding arises from Owens' bankruptcy petition now pending in this court. So we have Zaddy Woodnick making this filing because someone has decided to file for bankruptcy, probably stupidly thinking that it would either slow down the process, make it more difficult, or somehow she'd wiggle out of a judgment against her. That's my hunch. And that's why, there's that whole thing from David Jingris Dingus, the douche canoe.
The fucking douche canoe.
Saying, I hope you don't pay Echard, Laura. Oh, dearest Laura, with the darkish hair, with the horsey tail hair. I hope you never pay Clayton Echard. And in fact, I hope you could file bankruptcy. Not that you will, but you could. And he could go looking under every rock in Arizona and looking inside every cactus to see if you've hidden money, but you don't have any, right? Maybe somebody knew something about his client's financial status and let her perjure herself, perhaps? Mayhaps, methinks. We know that she didn't pay him, that being David Dingus, as much money as she could have, because he took on a lot of effort just for his own purposes, right? He filed all those appeals allegedly without being paid a dime, just because he's such a good guy and likes Laura so much. Yeah, right. Please don't make me gag. Background. This is the good stuff. Background. Owens and Echard met on or about May 17th. Really? Are we going to have lip problems already? The tongue and the lips are giving up already. We're not even in an... Oh my God. Oh my God. Hang on, folks. Hold on. Guess who just waltzed into the studio?
Hi. I invited myself.
I texted you out of spite, not as an invitation.
Fine, I'll leave.
Well, it's your funeral. People are asking for you. Have you hit 1,000 subs yet on your channel? I would think if anyone's going to get there first, it will be you.
No, I think I have 2.
Oh, well, that's a start.
Not 2,000, just 2.
Just 2.
Just 2. To be fair, I have not uploaded or edited the off-roading content that I've taken with running around playing in the snow at god-awful hours of the night. But
well, why the hell not? Do you need an editor?
Yes, I do. Do you know anybody?
Well, I have ways and means, but time is another issue.
I see.
Yes, indeed, Robin. Look what the cat dragged in. And he'll tell you about kitties dragging things, too.
Oh, my God. Little terrorists, but they're
okay. Now you have to.
cute.
Okay, now we have to take 10 minutes, and you need to say hi to everybody before I get any further in this document.
Well, okay. Hi, everybody. So
There you
nice
go.
to be here.
He can't help himself.
I can't. I am a glutton for punishment.
See, I thought for
when
sure
Echoes randomly texts me and like, I'm going to do a live and people want me to be there. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just crash the party. I don't care.
I thought for sure you'd be out running around, so I thought it was safe.
I was
Whoops.
earlier, but you were not safe. You were not safe.
It only took you 38 minutes, give or take.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so do you know what we're talking about, or are you
Not
just
a clue. I never know
God.
what you like.
Okay, now I have
I
to
never
back
know what you're
up.
talking about. So here we go. I can't see your. I can't there's no video coming on your feed though.
No,
Are you
because
hiding in the cubbyhole.
yes, I am. I'm appearing as Succubus of Scottsdale today. Can't you see her devilish eyes? I know her horns are a little cut off, but we are the Succubus of Scottsdale today.
Well,
So we are talking about, and this might amuse you a little bit, or not.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe it would try me.
Legal counsel for Clayton Echard, the guy who was last targeted, has made an appearance in Laura Owens' Chapter 7 bankruptcy.
Oh,
And he's filed for an adversary appearance.
well, isn't that
Well.
interesting?
Yes, this particular filing dropped yesterday in the middle of my afternoon. And I had to excuse myself to the bathroom for 10 minutes to read through it. And I went, ooh, the temperature is increasing in bankruptcy court. Isn't this delicious?
Oh gosh, if it couldn't get any more delicious, this is how it would happen.
It would. And I think this is, and again, this is my speculation. I don't practice in law whatsoever, folks. I think this is a prelude to financial fraud being accused or alleged. Because in someone's paternity trials, they claim to make $200,000 a year. In their bankruptcy filings, they say they've never had a job, things like that. They don't have any money. And then there's video running around. And if I had given myself extra half an hour, instead of watching all the drama in distant JFC land, there's been some drama. It was talked about on Schnitzel Ninja's channel a little bit in her interview with the amazing tilted lawyer Omar Serrato, and it was such a thorough interview. And I'm sharing this for your recap because chat and everybody has already heard this. This is for you, sir.
Oh, you're so
We get
kind
so
for
much.
once.
We even learn Omar's preference for unmentionables. So
Oh, well, I'll be right back, and I'm going to go watch that, and then wait.
I'm not surprised. He's sort of a man after my own heart, but he doesn't require such expensive tastes. And bless him, he's got kids. I don't.
Well,
But
we're
regardless,
all welcome to make our life choices.
and again for your FYI, for your TLDR, there was a little bit of stuff brewing in JFC land, sort of on the Discord, and stuff that happened in San Francisco. People were blowing up Omar's phone from random numbers. And he's like, who knows I'm here and how did they get my number? So there's some stuff that happened to Omar.
Ooh.
And I think there was some stuff that Schnitzel's aware of, who's trying to be very anonymous. And I think there are good reasons for that.
I would imagine so, especially if we're starting to dox people
Yeah.
or attempt to dox people.
They doxed Omar's hotel, apparently.
Oh, God.
That's sort of the skinny I'm getting.
Naughty.
Somehow. And it sounded like it happened through people who were there to cover the case. That's my impression. Now, I could be wrong. I'm reading a little bit into the video I watched, which went on for about an hour and 10 minutes, if you subtract some of the technical issues at the front end. But there was some stuff brewing. And Omar's kind of like me. He likes to be a little bit introverted, I think. Not too famous. We like talking about the things that interest us, but we don't want to be caught in the spotlight, especially in our unmentionables. Well, or maybe we do. I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, I just better be quiet.
Never mind. But there was some stuff that happened on Discord, and some of it was targeted at Sweetie, and she is a sweetie. Don't let the 4-letter words and her swearing like a sailor throw you off guard. Lauren Knighty is a sweetie, and no one's going to convince me otherwise. Some stuff, she was targeted, and some people came after her, so she pulled back out of that Discord. I've not done the Discord. I'm not in it. There's been enough sort of bubbles here and there. I'm like, might be too risky. I'm sure there's some funny stuff there, but maybe I don't need it. Oh, Bruce is dropping some tea. I'll read that in a minute. So someone said in chat, sir, that they want to know your channel. So would you drop your channel page in the chat? And
Sure.
then,
It's actually
then
in my
anybody who
little-
wants to subscribe to Jeep Daddy Off-Road Entropy is his channel name.
Yes.
You can have that. So he'll drop that in the chat. And Bruce was saying, I was at Omar's hotel room, but I couldn't tell you what hotel it was or even where it was. I would just arrived by an Waymo. Piloted by Lauren. Does that mean, Bruce, that Lauren was in the front seat? Just as I think Megan was in the front seat of her Waymo at one point, and I went, this gives me heart palpitations watching these things, and there's no driver. Because I've heard tell that they've hit people and hit cars and sometimes get pulled into police barricades, and I'm like, okay, it sounds like there's some bugs to work out of these systems.
Oh, I
yet.
saw one of those cars, not in real life, but on a video where it actually pulled onto some light rail tracks somewhere. Like,
Oh my.
literally, like, yeah, it was starting, and there was a train coming at a stop on the other side of the intersection, but it was absolutely confident that that's exactly where that rider needed to get dropped off, was on the tracks and in front of a train. It had its hazards on and all that fun stuff. It was absolutely ridiculous, but
Yikes.
yeah, I mean, I'm a fan
Yikes.
of computers doing some driving and that sort of thing because they're not subjective to human emotions and such. But if they're going to be doing shit like that,
Sometimes they
maybe
need
we
to
just
have
gotta
some
wait, yeah.
interpretive skills.
Yes.
Like, maybe active rail lines are not a good place to stop.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe.
There are just some situations where they don't quite have the processor power to figure out, this is not a good situation. Maybe we should go around the block the other way. I'm sure it's fascinating technology when it works. It probably has another 10 years and then it'll be great. But I don't know.
It's getting better than where it started.
And
but anyway,
maybe
we have
another, few $1 billion poured into the technology.
Yeah. Well, we've done what we normally do, and I've come in and completely distracted and derailed you from everything.
Yes.
You're welcome. Aren't you
I
so
know.
glad you told me you were live? I would have found out anyway because I would have signed on to YouTube and found you live and crashed the party anyway.
Well, you could have been out in the nether regions in a Jeep somewhere, but
Oh, the temptation was so strong. Let me tell you. That,
is there good snow? Has it? I'm not even paying attention to mountain weather. I don't care.
I don't know. I would rather go find some mud and dirt instead of the snow. I got my fill over New Year's, but
There you
that's what I
go.
found. Oh well. But yes,
Yeah. Well, I hear the
point is getting off
snowpack
the
is
grid.
improving. Yes. Unplugging for a little bit, as one does. Go hug a tree. Go make some snow angels. Build a snowman.
Yes.
Do you want to build a snowman? Okay, stop.
Oh my
Wallace says, Wallace Juno says, also Megan said in a live. Yes, and I remember this live. I know where I was when this live happened. Said in a live while they were in San Francisco that Brad was working as a paralegal for Omar. Yes. She was joking around and just speaking about how everyone was pitching in to help. Yes, and stupidly, apparently, as Omar sort of framed it in his interview with Schnitzel from yesterday, that he got criticized because Brad's not really a paralegal and he didn't go to school to be a paralegal, blah, 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 blah. So what? Stop being so literal, people. Stop getting your knickers in a twist. Knock it off. But evidently Omar caught a lot of shit because Brad was helping organize some stuff. Because he was there and Brad was trying to be helpful, as I think most people down there were. But it sounds like at least one person on the periphery was not being helpful and is still causing problems. And I think I know who that might be. I'm not going to say who it is because I'm not 100% sure. And until I am, I'm not going to name them. Oh, and Schnitzel. Schnitzel's in the chat. Hi, Schnitzel. Oh my God, I didn't even see that pop up. Okay, and there's so much more. Yes, someone who wasn't there had someone else take pictures of Omar's hotel and lobby, then pretend they were staying there. Jesus Christ, that's creepy. That's like call the police creepy. Yikes.
Yeah, it's getting into some stalker level shit right there.
Yeah, okay, that's sort of what I was catching on, and there's more, but that's for another day. Well, it's Schnitzel, it's not mine to tell. If anybody, it's yours and Omar's to tell. But I did snicker at some of the other stuff. And Omar would probably join you in a Jeep trail ride too. But he'd want to bring a cigar. He says he likes getting out, but mostly by himself and not camping. So if Omar's ever up in our neck of the woods, you'll have to take him out on a Jeep ride.
Yeah, you could do that.
I don't know. I don't know if Omar ever comes up this way. I'm just making chat. Hi, Ducky. Glad to see you. People need to stop going. You know, it's true. Leave it alone, people. Leave it alone. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, exactly. Deb Peterson. Creepy. Very creepy. And I guess that's why Schnitzel was talking about, having plans and being safe and that kind of thing. Which, Jeep Daddy and I have talked about plans and being safe when it comes to people in my outer periphery. Shall I just say the detractors? Yes. If it wouldn't get me in trouble on YouTube, I would actually play that footage that you sent me from that day. But I think it would get me in trouble. Of yours truly and being on the home on the range where the pew pews and other people play.
Yes, that is true. I don't. Yeah,
it's only like 50 seconds, but
it's just very, very brief. But
cigar glamping. That's what I was looking for. Glamping. Omar likes his cigars, and he's got specific tastes. More power to him. I can't do that kind of stuff. It would make my lung problems even worse.
As long as he doesn't smoke in the Jeep. That's the
hearts to Schnitzel. Oh. Well, we love Schnitzel, and we love Schnitzel's videos. We love your videos, ma'am, and all that you do in this community because you are one of the unsung heroes. Certain other personalities like to hog the spotlight a little bit more because they've got a little more wattage in their antennas, shall we say, on their channels. But your efforts do not go unnoticed here, and we thank you for them. And I can't wait. Like we said this last time, I can't wait for the body cam footage of David Gingras to drop of him getting pulled over for DUI. So hopefully that will fall into your lap sometime soon.
That would be,
and we could all have some more laughs. Oh, thank you, Ducky. That's you're all being too kind. Okay, have we had enough digression now that Jeep Daddy has waltzed in and derailed me for the last 18 minutes? Ding. Yes, I know. You're just I need some Halo noises. That's stupid. I need to figure out why voice mod isn't behaving. I just, I need a bigger hammer. The cubby hole needs a bigger hammer for this computer. Maybe it's time for me to... Never mind.
According to Omar, you need a bigger cubby hole, but...
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. Yeah. The cubby hole's getting a little crowded. It's getting a lot crowded. 1,000 is in sight. I love it.
Ooh, it is.
But I mean, really, what am I going to get out of it? Like 5 cents a video if I'm lucky? Maybe?
Then you'll just have to take on some sponsors and sell your soul to the advertising devil. Yeah, well,
you're not going to get that kind of stuff until you're bigger. Deb Peterson says, most of us know who the real workers are. Yes, we do. And this is why I like to include things like links and sources in my efforts and in my videos, because I like to give credit where credit's due. Sometimes I forget. I'll admit it. Sometimes I forget to type something in and go, oh, shit, I should have done that. So if I forget anything from anybody, please slap me upside the head. Say, hey, can you add my link to that? And I will do that. Bruce, you have more than 0 watts. Oh, and I have something from Bruce. I have something for Bruce. I have a book. So should I give it to you, Jeep Daddy, as a late Christmas present, or should I read it first and then you can have it later?
Oh, why don't you go ahead and read it first?
Okay, we can share. Good. I was hoping you'd say that because I really want to read it. I was reading the back and I'm like, this does sound interesting. Let's see what Bruce, the authorship moose, has written. So that appeared on my doorstep just yesterday. And we're excited to read Bruce's book. So I haven't read sort of fiction stuff in quite a while, so I'm a little excited. Let's see. Rant, snark, and ramblings. That's all we've got. That's all we've got. Yeah, neither of us practice in law. Neither of us work in criminal anything. We're just rambling. Like everybody else on the internet. I mean, yes, I know. I'm not going to throw stones. But some other people, that's about all they do too. And they just have a cast of characters show up on their channels. And sometimes it's entertaining. Sometimes those characters are stupid as can be. And when they're begging and pleading David Gingras to take them back on Twitter X, I just roll my eyes because that's all I can do. It's like, okay, I want nothing to do with David Gingras. He's all yours, Jay. He's all yours. I don't think anyone will fight you over David Gingras at all.
Have fun, go mad.
That stirred some waters too. David Gingras showed up on Rosalind Duke's channel 28th of December, a couple days after Christmas.
Oh. Yeah,
he was in Tennessee at his sister's. He was dressed to the nines in a tux. I don't know doing what. Something with his sister. But showed up on phone. He had his phone wiggling around, and Just J-Hep wanted to say, oh, David, can we be friends? Can you unblock me on Twitter? This guy's nuts. Okay. Just like Jay. Jay is in love with Legally Leslie Lips, and he likes her songs, and he likes her. I think he's flirtatious with her. I'm not quite sure, but he's got this thing. He just likes to talk to people that no one else wants to talk to. I don't know why. I just don't. You can only pass notes if they're folded in cool shapes. Yes, if you're going to pass notes. Okay, we're done passing notes. Back to this note.
Yeah.
God, I've forgotten where I'm at. Jesus. I'm so
derailed. The screen hasn't moved much, so you're probably right where you left it.
Well, probably so, but I can't remember what I was going to tell you. Okay, they appeared. This is the bankruptcy stuff.
Okay.
And this is Clayton Echard's lawyers making the appearance in the bankruptcy stuff. That's where we left off. Anything else we'll have to fill in as we go. Yeah, origami.
I'll just smile and nod as though I know everything.
See, I want to petition StreamYard, speaking of origami notes, and then I'll get back to reading this. I want to petition StreamYard to have a green room. So it's not just someone pops into your studio and they're down there in the collection of boxes along with everything else. We need a green room so that, you can pop in and out of the studio and you could go back and have conversations with people if you need to, rather than they're either waiting to pop up or they're on screen, which means everybody can see them. I think that could be useful to have a green room. And you can either set it so that you as the host or the studio owner can monitor the green room and what people are saying, or it could be, whatever. You could have settings. I'm like, there needs to be one more little side room off to the corner. That's what I think.
There are platforms out there that do offer green room for live streams and webinars and that sort of stuff, but they are more commercial in nature.
Bruce says, Jay is the Andy Kaufman of YouTube. I don't get the reference, but that's okay. Maybe I would. And Bruce even encouraged Jay to sing stuff he was reading. And I went, oh, spare my pitch-accurate ears. Yikes, but it was entertaining and amusing, so that's... And it's his voice. He's got that sort of funny song, and he has that sort of weird... I can just see his jaw moving every time he talks, and I don't know. Okay, all right. I'm making fun of Jay, but I'm not making fun of Jay, if you know what I mean. I haven't figured him out. He doesn't fit my strata of usual suspects of what I watch on YouTube. So I'm trying to categorize Jay as only the human brain can. Alrighty. Oh, background. Okay, back to this. Now we're going to have the background. We're going to have the background stuff about how they met, how this all came to be from the standpoint of Woodnick Law, PLLC. And unlike Laura Owens, in her Justice for Laura website, we have accurate dates of when they met. No, they didn't meet in August of 2023, as she claimed on her webpage. Owens and Echard met on or about May 17, 2023. At the time of their acquaintance, Owens portrayed herself as an entrepreneur with business interests in media, real estate, and equitation, among others. At the time of their acquaintance, Echard was, and still is, a real estate advisor. Is a real estate advisor different than a real estate agent? Point of clarification? I'm not sure. Do you know? I mean, you are involved in the real estate thing, sir. Do you have any idea?
A little. I mean, an advisor? I haven't heard that term specifically. I've only known agent and broker. So, I mean, maybe that is like another term for the same thing. I would have to ask my real estate friend who
I am curious.
Communicating with and see if there's a distinction.
Ooh, very good point. Yeah, so you can't see if there is another green room. I don't know where it is in my...
Okay, I found that. So another quick tangent, because that's what we do.
That's because
it is available.
Jay is the business more out of YouTube.
It's in the business license that is $249 a month. So if anybody here is interested, and that's for the annual billing plan. So if anybody is interested in sponsoring us by providing Echoes the link, then the fee for that to help support this channel and support the Cubbyhole growing just a little bit, by all means.
We certainly endorse Cubbyhole expansion. Then it might have to become the cupboard under the stairs or something. I don't know. I'll worry about that when it happens. Yes, Jay does like to make fun of horrible people, but sometimes I wonder about him. I don't know. I'm trying to reserve judgment. Give me some credit, Chad. Deku says, I'm saving all of my hype points for the David Look at Me, Daddy Jingers DUI potty cam. So are we. So are we.
Man, that almost makes me want to change my screen name.
Well, Daddy. Do as you will. Look at me, Jeep Daddy. I'm a... I better stop myself before I finish what I was thinking. Yes. Indeed. The Succubus of Scottsdale is here. And
she may sound something like this. I am Laura Owens, the Succubus of Scottsdale.
That sounds like a game I was playing earlier.
Yeah, it kind of has a Diablo sort of flavor to it.
Yeah, it does. That's a custom one. I made that one. I'm proud of myself.
Good job.
I know. Oh, if you're looking for a Rodecaster Pro that's got some wine wear and tear on it, I think Omar's giving one away.
Oh. Well, that'd get you to shut up about my AirPods.
Some repair may be required, assuming it
Oh,
is
well.
repairable. It sounds like he at
Well,
least
then
shorted it out, so at least a power supply, if not other things. It may not be
Well,
worth it.
then
I don't
I'll
know.
give it to you to fix and pick it up later.
God. Making me do work and shit.
Per usual.
It needs more
Make
vocal
me-
fry. I completely agree.
Yes, it does.
Distortion is not a plug-in it gives me, so yeah. That's as close as I can get it. Other than let's see. Well, I've also got let's see.
There's also Pregnancy Faker. Does Pregnancy Faker work today? I'm Pregnancy Faker.
I don't know. That may not work. Does that work? I
don't know.
I can't tell unless I hit the other buttons, and it gets weird and out of time. The latency on some of the stuff is horrific. Anyhow, no more vocal fry, please. I can't do it for more than a little bit because it knackers my vocal cords. My voice box is messed up enough. We don't need that. No, I'm not going to read this in Laura Owens' voice because it's not Laura Owens speaking. So next time she has something out there, maybe I'll tease people with Laura Owens' voice. Okay, at the time of their acquaintance, now back to number 12. Echard was, real estate advisor. We just talked about that one.
Yep.
Owens represented to Echard that she wanted to invest in real estate and sought his services as a real estate advisor. And we know that because Laura Owens with Mama Owens started Liz Mack's Investments about a month prior to reaching out to Clayton, give or take. Between May 17 and May 20 of 2023, Owens and Echard viewed a few properties in and around Scottsdale. On August 1, Owens filed a paternity lawsuit with that case number in Maricopa County, Arizona. In the suit, Owens alleged she was pregnant and sought to establish paternity by Echard and orders for legal decision-making, parenting time, and cha-ching, child support. Everyone says she wasn't in it for the money, but that's not how she filed her paperwork. She ticked off that box, wanting all those things and child support. Gold digging much, maybe?
Just a skosh.
With everyone in that household filing for bankruptcy? Maybe. I don't know. Number 17. Echard denied the allegation and asserted in his petition for a finding of non-paternity that Owens fabricated a pregnancy and could not be pregnant by him because they did not have intercourse. Additional collateral litigation arose between Owens and Echard, including Owens' petition for an order of protection against Echard and Echard's petition for an injunction against harassment against Owens. Yes, the legal paperwork was flying like, I don't know, shit off of the chicken coop? I don't know. Something.
That's an interesting analogy, but we'll go
It's not a good one. Hang on. Let me get my book out. I need a pair of words now. Oh, that's not even any better. Granny sandwich? No, forget it. Oh, it failed me.
The one from that I shared last week.
Granny sandwich is not that's no good. How's granny a curse word? I might have to take some of these cards out.
Maybe. The one that I pulled last week that was very effective was pork clot.
Pork clot? Mm-hmm. That sounds like blood sausage. That sounds like a British thing. Okay, let's not go there. That's gross.
It grossed people out, and that's exactly what I wanted it to do. And
yeah, so does that food, if you want to call it that.
No shade on other cultures here, okay? Yeah.
Even they don't admit it. They don't like it either. We're being honest here. Yeah. But I do remember. I'll digress even further. Speaking of British foods, my dear granny, may she rest in peace. We did try toad in the hole and bangers and mash when I was young. So or at least a slightly Americanized version thereof, because you can't always get British sausage here in the States. Sometimes you can. Depends. I'm generally good with things with potatoes. All the rest of it.
Yeah.
Some of the sausages get a little funky, but whatever. No haggis here. Okay. Owens testified in court and in deposition several times as a result of the paternity action, the order of protection action, and the injunction against harassment action. The Superior Court of Arizona conducted a bench trial to resolve the outstanding issues in the paternity action on June 10, 2024, which I covered shortly thereafter in great detail. Owens admitted to introducing evidence into the proceedings that she altered, including misrepresenting test data and identity. Ooh. The Superior Court heard testimony from Owens Echard and 2 expert witnesses concerning the plausibility of Owens' alleged pregnancy, her fraudulent alteration of test results, and other misconduct in the paternity proceedings. The Superior Court found that Owens brought the paternity action without basis or merit, testified falsely, misled the court, altered documents introduced into evidence, and acted with improper purpose in the suit against Echard. The Superior Court also found Owens knowingly presented a false claim and awarded Echard his attorney fees and costs associated with that case there. On August 19, 2024, the Superior Court entered judgment for Echard and against Owens in the amount of $149,219.76 plus, hold on to your hats, interest at the legal rate beginning 180 days from judgment. It's accruing interest already. Well, it's more than a year ago. Right? Let's see. June.
At legal rate.
Yeah.
That must be...
I would like to know that percentage. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Legal rate of interest. I'm just going to type here because we can. On what would I call that? Monetary judgment?
That should work.
Let's see. Is that going to get me anything? Legal rate of, and this is AI response. Legal rate of interest on monetary judgments is determined by federal law and is based on the weekly average 1-year constant maturity treasury yield. This rate is set at the time of the judgment and remains fixed for the life of the debt. Oh, so we might have to go back to those details to find it. It's probably not a small amount. Court, chat for the win. Oh, thank you, Real Karsten. I'm glad I looked over. 6% for court from the Real Karsten. Well, that's not quite tithing money for the Mormons, but it's getting damn close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Pretty darn close.
I mean, 6% on that balance would be, that's going to be pretty substantial.
Hi, Jupiter Janes. Greetings and solicitations. Okay, just a quick scan of chat. So that's not a small amount.
Yeah. So while you're scanning chat, I did hear back from a real estate friend, and real estate advisor is the same as broker, which is the same as agent. It is all virtually the same thing.
Interchangeable words then.
Yes.
That is very useful information. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
See, you have connections I don't.
See, aren't you glad you texted me even out of like some kind of crazy, oh, LOL, he's off on the trails, sort of thing. I have now actively contributed to your stream. You're welcome.
Yay.
And it's always nice to see the chat and the folks here. So yes.
I know. Well, we like positive engagement. That's just part of the fun here. So she is just raking up. Yes, she is. The interest is piling up.
Yep.
Okay. 100. Let's say 365 days. Well, damn it. Where's my calculator on this stupid thing? 100. Well, it's going to be more than that. Hang on. We're not there, chat. Hang on. I want to do some math. I was
going to make ChatGPT do the math.
Where's Tiff? Where's Tiff when I need Tiff? Tiff probably has this number memorized. Because it doesn't stop at that number. Don't forget, she had appeals, so that number increases. Let's carry on. Plus, begin 100 days for fraudulent paternity action. Okay, next part. This is where we have to add numbers. Owens appealed the judgment to the Arizona Court of Appeals. The Arizona Court of Appeals affirmed the judgment and awarded Echard additional attorney fees and costs incurred in defense of the appeal via 2 judgments entered May 6 and May 28. Ooh. The total amount of these judgments is an additional $40,259.50 plus interest
at legal rate.
at the legal rate. Owens petitioned the Arizona Supreme Court for review of the lower court judgments. The Arizona Supreme Court denied review and awarded Echard additional attorney fees and costs via judgment entered September 19. The total amount of this judgment is another $6,500 and change plus legal rate. Oh my God. In total, Owens owes Echard $196,076.32 in principal plus interest at the legal rate from the above dates judgments. Yes. Okay, that's the number. Should we just round 196? It's
But the rounded number that I've heard you and others use is 200K. But it sounds like
Okay.
if there's different judgment dates for different things, then there's
I'll assume that's a
$180
monthly
state,
interest.
and that's,
and Real Karsten is just saving my sorry mathematic ass. Interest is approximately $11,700 at this time. Oh lordy. That's amazing, isn't it? The black chair. She could buy a whole cuddle of black chairs for that cost. Oh my lordy, just an interest.
office. Like there's some sort of office
Real
liquidation
interest.
that's going to be happening.
Interest can't be just charged in BK just like the judgment. Yeah, I mean because the judgment. Yeah, stupid. She's so stupid. Laura, you better get to work, honey. You bet. Someone said there's a Starbucks around the corner. You better start hitting the pavement for a job. You're going to have liens, and you're going to be garnished for the rest of your existence, and or out of prison. Enjoy your ignorance as bliss were on intelligence, dogs, birds, teats, and children. I'm not quite sure that reference. Let's see. There's absolutely no such thing as justice or good people. Oh, I disagree. I think there is such thing as justice, and there is such a thing as good people.
I understand how it's easy to draw that conclusion and get pessimistic about it because of all of the crap that we see and that's shoved in our face every day from social media and streams and news and headlines and all that stuff. Good people are out there. Just that doesn't make headlines and sell ads.
True.
So that's why we don't see it.
This country has no actual men. Okay. If you're going to be a man-hater, I guess that's your prerogative. I don't know. I think we have a troll in chat. Laura, is that you? David, is that you? Could that be anyone from Camp Owens? That would be funny.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
I would be so distracted I couldn't get through the rest of this. Hoping she gets stuck for the full balance due to the malice clause. I think so. Because it was with malicious intent, and I would imagine as part of the trial it would probably be found as such. No, I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. Yeah. Real Karsten says interest was calculated on 196 for 1 year with nothing paid on principal. That seems about right by my estimation. Question: so if they can prove that she does have money, can it be garnished, and who gets it first? I think they would have to fight that one out in court, quite honestly. Whew, just put new strings on the Telecaster. Well, my father would approve, Bruce. Although he plays bass these days. He had a 52 Tele? Yeah, my dad does the Rock Band thing. That's not quite my cup of tea. It's too loud. Jazz band was enough for me back in the high school days. That was just barely tolerable. People are people. They do good things and bad things. The people are not good or bad. The things are good or bad. Yeah, you see, Bruce bringing us back to a logical center.
Bringing reason. Yep.
Bruce is so reasonable. He can't help it.
He's
Bruce, the reasonable moose.
Kind of disgusting, really, but I still like you, Bruce.
Yeah. I think Bruce is one of those good humans who just happens to now live in Wisconsin. And I think Bruce could add to his merch store some genuine Wisconsin cheese from the dairy lands of Wisconsin. I don't know what that would be, but there's got to be something. I'd buy it. I'd buy cheese from Bruce. Wouldn't you?
Sure. Yeah, if it do it like Bruce, if you ever
And,
get into
and,
like
and
the
then I could
homemade
put this.
cheddar thing, like absolutely, like hit me up on the side and like we'll figure that out.
You're not
'Cause
going to talk about
that's
cheddar balls with nuts on them, are you? Those are
no,
horrific.
I want like the homemade like round of tin
A wheel,
cheddar.
a wheel. Oh, cheese.
Yes.
Oh,
God,
I do
yes.
too. And then I could put this whole Beecher's is better than everybody thing to rest because I don't think that's true.
I don't know if
I think it's good,
better than
but
everybody else, but it's
I have a
really
feeling Wisconsin
good.
cheese. I have a feeling
I don't
Wisconsin
know.
cheese is going to be a little bit better
I'm
by
a
perhaps a
Tillamook fan,
small
and
margin.
that's Oregon, so
Oh yeah, there were a
what do
few
I
cheeses
know?
that are from down there that are about the same. Point number 27 on the piece of paper. Well, it's not paper; it's electrons on my screen. Yeah.
Sure.
In addition to awarding Echard a judgment for attorney fees and costs incurred in the paternity litigation, the Superior Court found that Owens had engaged in a pattern of similar behavior, here we go, against individuals other than Echard and referred the matter to the... Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right, because we had called witnesses. I was like, wait a minute, did they talk about this in the court and I can't remember? Yes, Mike Maricini was called as a witness, even though he didn't get to testify. So the court was aware. Although it wasn't heard into evidence. So there is that, but that's neither here nor there. Her conduct with Clayton Echard alone was enough for being referred for criminal prosecution. Bruce says he can get Tillamook cheese here at the store. Well, that's no fun.
They do distribute.
We want the
nationally.
Wisconsin cheese we can't get over here, Bruce. That's what we're looking for. We want that
Yeah.
gourmet Green Bay Packers cheese. I don't know what it is. There's got to be something.
That's a sports ball reference.
Oops.
God, you're butcher than I thought.
Don't tell. I've got a reputation to keep. I've got a solid reputation to keep. I don't want it getting out
Rich
that I actually know things.
Yeah, Rich coming from the guy that goes off roading and has an obnoxiously large truck. But okay, I digress.
Well, more than
like I
one.
usually do. I only have one truck, thank you.
Well, I consider the Jeep obnoxiously large, and the gas guzzler in particular.
Well, it's because you're tiny and short.
Shh. Shh. I don't want everyone to know that I'm as tall as Megan Fox. Stop it. And I haven't done my squats today, so be quiet.
I'm just gonna leave that there. What point are we on here? We need to go.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's another Megan thing. It was like every stream of hers. Okay, we're gonna take a minute. Everyone, do your squats. And then she played a video from Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law YouTube. You impose fatness upon you. It's this whole fat shaming thing. I won't lie. I find it funny. I won't lie. I know it's uncouth in some social circles, the fat shaming thing, but I am a little squishy. So, I take it in good stride myself.
No,
Not every one of us
am
can
I.
afford modern medicinal miracles to get slim. So, I have to work a little harder on that until such time as my health insurance decides I'm a worthy candidate or whatever, which I doubt they ever will.
I'm
Cheese,
still
please,
fluffy
at the
myself.
Moose. Yes. See, Bruce can sell his book, and he can sell Wisconsin cheese. I mean, he just needs a state reseller's permit, and he's fine. It could be cheese, moose. I don't know, something with moose and cheddar. There's got to be something. I'm just not in a very. We're not very punny today. It's not. That's okay.
It's too early in the day.
It is. I know. I was going to do this later tonight, but I just wanted to get it out of the way because I'm still hunting for a microphone in my studio, and I'm about to tear the computer apart and clean.
Oh dear.
So you need to get cheese curds to make poutine. That's true. You've got to have the curds for poutine.
Beechers here, both here in the greater Seattle area, and also in New York. But here's headquarters. They make a damn good cheese curd.
And you can't have poutine without good cheese curds and good gravy for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
And as Jupiter Jane says, not all of us can afford Barry's Gym, like Laura Owens, who goes there allegedly every day. Allegedly every day and is running up credit cards to do so. So it would seem.
That's part of the bankruptcy thing. Or something.
Strangely enough, Barry's was not listed among any of her things she owes. As memory serves. Oh, okay. She was referred for criminal prosecution, blah, 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 blah. Maricopa County is for investigation pursuant to all that stuff. Okay, here we go. Next part. On or about May 1st, 2025, a grand jury indicted Owens with 7 felony charges. See, this is good recap for you.
It is. I may need a link to this.
In short form. It's in the show notes.
Brilliant.
This should be the victims of Laura Owens link in show notes. For those following along at home, on or about May 1, 2025, a grand jury indicted Owens with 7 felony charges related to her conduct toward Echard and the paternity litigation. Their case number for that indictment was there, and that's since changed, in Maricopa County, Arizona. On or about November 4, 2025, a grand jury indicted Owens with 6 additional felony charges relating to similar conduct against another victim prior to her meeting Echard. The charges in the original indictment were dismissed without prejudice and brought again in consolidation with the new indictment, with, upon information and belief, 1 additional charge relating to Echard. So that's how we got to 14, folks. The case number for all these charges arising from both indictments is there in Maricopa County, Arizona. The case remains pending as of the time of this adversary complaint. Upon information and belief, the charges specifically resulting from Owens' conduct toward Echard or conduct done in relation to the paternity litigation against Echard include fraudulent schemes, artifices, forgery of a written instrument, 5 counts of perjury via false sworn statement, and tampering with physical evidence. Dun, dun, dun.
Naughty, naughty.
How much longer before we get into financial fraud? That's what I wonder. I'm wondering. I'm not accusing. It's not an accusation, but I'm just wondering how much longer before we get there.
Count 15 through 24 in the future. Is this what we're forecasting here live from the cubbyhole?
We can only start next at 15, so it's going to have to be 15 to whatever.
I'm just going to keep going in 7s.
I mean, that's fine by me.
Yeah?
Well, that would be 14 to 21. That'd be the next 7. Or 15 to 21, pardon me.
21? Yeah.
Yeah, if we're going in 7s. You said 20, what'd you say, 25?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know how to do math.
Doesn't matter. Well, chat had to bail me out. See, that's how good I am at it. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Real Karsten. I'm glad there's people smarter than me. See, this just goes to show you don't have to be intelligent to run a YouTube channel. You just have to be interesting to listen to or watch or both. And I'm just lazy. I didn't want to do my hair and turn on the camera. That's my only excuse. That's all I got.
Really?
Well, not all of us can sit around in our red flannel PJ pants and a blue hoodie. Jeez.
I almost joined the stream from the garage with the Jeep in the background.
That would have been funny. But save that for next time. You can see, and here's my actual Jeep, and see, well, okay, the truck's not here today, but here's the Jeep, and here's my really nice other car, and
the truck won't fit into the garage, though.
I know.
So I have to keep the garage open, and it would get really fucking cold in there. So no, I'm not doing that.
See, but you just need to find a nice barn.
I do. I am working with
a luxury farmhouse with a nice barn that's been upgraded to a shop and truck thing.
If there's any sponsors out there listening, my channel is at Off-Road Entropy. Please do.
All of his contact information is there. Send him some email. He would like to work with you to find some property that fits his needs, fits all of his needs and aspirations for the infinite and foreseeable future.
I can make that a streaming property. That's totally fine. We can figure that out.
I'll leave that to you. I'm not on the market. I'm too cheap.
I know.
I'd be more bankrupt than Laura Owens.
I keep
housing costs. Oh my God.
I keep trying to say, like, Echoes, come rent this room from me.
You want to be a tenant? It's like,
hey, out there, you wouldn't.
You can't offer what you do not have. You cannot offer what you do not have.
But I can prevent people from trying to take the handles off your car with screwdrivers. Okay.
Ideally, ideally, but you know, this is the charm of this is the charm of urban living, right? You know, you're going to have windows missing and parts of your cars missing. Yeah.
Charm.
Of course.
That's what okay.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, all right. Well, what number are we on here? Are we on to the next section?
29. On or about November 4, 2025, a grand jury indicted Owens with 6 additional... Wait, did I already read this one?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, crap. Okay. Sorry. I take it back. 30. Upon information and belief, the charges specifically resulting from Owens' conduct toward Echard, or conduct done in relation to the paternity litigation against Echard, include fraudulent schemes, artifices, forgery of a written instrument, 5 counts of perjury via false sworn statement, tampering with physical evidence. Maybe I read that one too. I don't know. If I did, a bonus. Oh, God, now I'm distracted. Wait, so I'm wearing curlers and a bonnet? No. No. My hair does not get curly. If anything, it gets long and slightly wavy, but it has not been... It's not been that long, really, ever. I've not really ever had long hair.
That's fodder for my ChatGPT Plus subscription to make that actually happen.
Oh God! If you take a picture of me, make sure that my curls have snakes, please. I want snakes in my hair.
I don't know if you can.
Something like Medusa would be appropriate.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know. Can you live up to the Medusa thing? I know that you're a bitch like I am, but I mean,
well, if I can pull off Succubus of Scottsdale, I think I could do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, look at those penetrating eyes.
Look into my eyes.
I mean, I think that's how she seduces people. I don't know. Look into her eyes and see bullshit. Okay. Count 1. Non-dischargeability, it's one word, Sean, of debt, USC 523, et cetera, et cetera. The current indebtedness Owens owes Echard arises from the judgments awarded in the state court actions. Owens is not entitled to discharge the debt owed to Echard because the judgments result from the financial injury Owens caused by engaging, get it right, in the conduct alleged in this complaint. Owens' conduct was willful and malicious. See, we specified it's malicious. Oh, why can't I highlight things? Oh, terrible. There we go. Malicious. There it is. Owens knew, or should have known, that the fraudulent conduct... Yeah, that's fraudulent conduct.
You're doing great with words on tonight, Echoes.
Yikes. See, this is how I got my squeaky image with making videos. I just edit it all out.
That's the thing with lives.
I warned people doing lives they would be bitterly disappointed at how much of a faker I am because it was all done in editing. It was all done in post. The snake black-haired chair. The snake... Oh, I'm just on a black chair thing.
No, you're just adding words into things.
No, because it's all about the black chair. That wasn't the body cam footage.
Okay.
The black chair, she was commanding her father where he could and could not sit. And there were 2 black chairs. There was a rolling office chair, and then there was a fixed black chair.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that whole thing.
He'll hurt himself with being
the
in
black chair, the black chair.
Oh,
And you have to turn it around this way or he'll fall. I'm so behind. I've got so many things to clip out of that. I just keep not getting around to. Oh, thank God I don't do this full time. I think I'd just drown in all of it. There's just too much to do. Oh, let's see. Owens should have known that fraudulent conduct in which she engaged would cause significant financial harm to Echard. That's an important thing to prove.
Mm-hmm.
Owens' conduct did, in fact, cause significant financial harm to Echard, resulting in the judgments against Owens described in this complaint. And I'll draw everyone back into their memory that someone claimed that he had no financial things because, well, he should have just let it go. On their Justice for Laura webpage, they hadn't incurred no costs. See, this is why she keeps posting the same bullshit on pages like that she creates. It's not going to go away. I mean, okay, she's arguing to the wrong crowd. Exactly, equality. Hi, how are you, equality? The black chair. Someone said Megan Fox had black chair merch. I have never found it. I think that was a one-off Megan had made while she was in San Francisco. Although I wish someone had it. I'd have a black chair shirt. I would. couple other. Trish Jax's mom. Hi, how are you, Trish Jax's mom? Right there with you. I moved to the Midwest to the Southwest because of the cold and snow. Yeah, it's cold and icky.
Maybe we can get like 3D printed the black chairs or something. And then,
ooh,
yeah,
that's an idea for merch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a 3D printer though.
I have friends.
Ooh, okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yes.
That's brilliant. There could be some more merch to come out of this. I'm thinking about some other things. All right, never mind. Therefore, the debt Owens owes to Echard is not dischargeable pursuant to 11 USC, etc. Count 2. Gosh, we've got counts. Isn't that great? Eligibility for discharge. Upon information, Owens is a beneficial interest holder in several businesses and several business entities, including, but not limited to, and here's the list: Quartet Farms, LLC, Lizmax Investments, Keybacker, the fraud home financing thing we talked about some point back, and Stylette, her clothing line.
Oh.
Upon information within 1 year before the date of filing of the petition, Owens transferred, here we go, removed, destroyed, mutilated, or concealed, or has permitted any of these acts, certain property of the debtor, with the intent to hinder, delay, defraud, or... Oh my God. So we are accusing of fraud. There it is, folks. The accusation of financial fraud to Laura Owens has been made by Greg Woodnick. There you go. There's the allegation right there, right in print. Paternity faker and financial fraud, Laura Owens. I think it gets better. Upon information, Owens has unjustifiably, great. Maybe you should do the reading. Concealed, destroyed, mutilated, falsified, or failed to keep or preserve recorded information from which her financial condition or business transactions might be ascertained in violation. She's been violating.
There's a little more. Mm-hmm.
Well, she is a violator.
Yes.
I like to violate my bank accounts like I do the men I prey upon.
I like that button. I like it. And it doesn't have like 300 milliseconds of latency like voice mod does.
Oh.
Don't giggle too hard. I don't want you like having a muscle cramp or something.
Yeah. I won't.
Financial fraud, Laura Owens. Okay. Upon information. Oh, God, there's more. Owens has knowingly and fraudulently presented false claims in this case to hinder the ability of creditors to ascertain her financial condition of her estate, including... Oh, God. Oh, this is bad for her. Denying the existence of a business partner or affiliate pending bankruptcy action in the voluntary petition. That being, guess who, folks? Would you like to take any guesses? Guess who? Who do you think? Oh, very good.
Dang, I win.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll be here all day. Thank you, Cookie. Actually not, but...
Mommy is the business partner. That's why it's Lizmax. Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens. Lizmax Investments. Laura transferred just about everything over to Mommy Dearest. Talk about an accomplice. I don't know about the keybacker bullshit. I don't know if Sister Sarah's picked that up or not. That there's a question there. That might be a question for Big Tiff Dog. She may have the answer to that. Oh, let's see. Trish Jackson's mom says to me, to make the keychains your own, just have echoes printed on them. Or, oh, yeah. Well, keychains, sure. Why not keychains? I could use about 20 more of them with all the keys I've got. Melissa says, I love Nick's fat shaming video. Oh, it starts with the butter on the popcorn. It's a whole thing. I'll have to show it to you later, sir. I'll have to dig it up.
Okay.
It's funny. Okay, my doctor keeps telling me I need to lose a lot of weight. It's true. I mean, I'm a little guy. I should weigh all of 120 pounds soaking wet, but those days are long behind me. That ended in my 30s. It's like, oh gosh, I'm starting to gain weight. That's not a good thing. Yeah,
That's
you know,
what happens,
genetics suck.
unfortunately. Genetics.
Genetics suck. And with the ones I was cursed with, I got the sucky ones. All the short guys goes a certain direction. The taller ones, well, they can get fat, but they can hold it off if they actually work on it. I try to work on it, but God, I think if I walked 20 miles a week, I wouldn't lose much. My scale has not moved in years. That's frightening.
Because it's a false narrative to say that it's exercise alone that will help.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose I could eat nothing but rabbit food, but that wouldn't be so good for me either.
Yeah.
I wish not to suffer quite that much. I mean, it's bad enough I have to give up so many carbs that I enjoy so much. Sigh.
Yeah,
But no, that's the lot we have. We all have our cross to bear, to use a phrase.
Don't tempt the rant daddy, but by all means, please continue.
Yes. Okay. That was number A.
That was number A. Mm-hmm.
Number B, denying she has received income in the past 2 years. Contradiction of previous statements made under oath. That's just a little minor perjury.
Just a little.
Upon information, Owens has failed to explain and cannot satisfactorily explain loss or deficiency of assets to meet her liabilities. Go figure. That's because they've been committing fraud for quite a while. I think that's my opinion. You know, if you don't start with shovels and dig your hole, you won't get there, right? They've been digging a hole, the family has, well, mom and dad at least, for 30 some years.
I mean, I think mom more so than dad, although, I mean, we've talked about sort of the radio personality things, you know, and kind of all that in the past. But
Yes.
Mom and Laura certainly seem to have.
No, chat. Don't encourage him. Do not encourage him to run. Don't you dare.
But yes, I do believe that that the scheme has been going on quite some time, and Braun got wrapped up into it, of course, and blah blah blah. So anyway,
Bruce is desecrating Schnitzel. How dare he? Give me full pork, please. I don't want any of this impossible pork. None of that. Just like I don't want impossible bacon. Cut it out. Do they make? Oh, there's got to be faux bacon now. There has to be. It's probably horrific. I'm not giving up bacon.
There's turkey bacon, and all
yeah,
that stuff
it's okay. Turkey bacon's fair, but
it's that
it's not like maybe I'll have bacon twice a year. Maybe I eat other things a lot more than bacon, which are equally as bad for me. But never mind. Number 42. Therefore, Echard objects to the granting of a discharge and requests that the court order the bankruptcy trustee to examine Owens' acts. We're making requests, acts, and conduct to determine whether a ground exists for denial of discharge. I think the answer will be yes. Prayer for relief. We always like to have prayers for relief.
Yes, prayer.
Why the court system uses that, I don't know. It must be tradition. Tradition. Let's see. Wherefore, Echard respectfully requests the court enter judgment in his favor against Owens as follows. A, in order for the bankruptcy trustee to investigate the acts and conduct of the debtor. Let's just highlight that. To determine whether ground exists for denial of discharge. I would suspect so. B, if such grounds are discovered, a judgment declaring that Owens is not entitled to discharge of debts. Oops. We're going to get judgments. I like it. Notwithstanding any findings pursuant to 11 U.S.C., etc., a judgment declaring Echard's claims, including principal indebtedness and interest, against Owens are not dischargeable. Any further relief the court deems just and proper. Yikes. So that as they say, is that. So we're Clayton Echard via Zaddy Greg Woodnick is staking his claim for all the money that bitch tallied up in her bullshit. Bullshit!
Good. Bring it.
Really, that's what that is. It's like, hey, you owe us. You were found in a court of law to have done certain things, and you owe us as found by the court. You don't get to just piss this away with a bankruptcy thing.
I gotta like wonder because like the bankruptcy filings that I've seen via your channel and such show that there's a lot of debt and not a lot of assets by anybody. So, how on God's green earth is she ever going to get these, couple hundred K plus to go and actually pay this poor man?
Bitch is going to have to go out and get a job.
I guess, but I mean, if she's claiming all these disabilities and stuff, like,
Oh, well, we're not only, we don't only have just autism, but we're disabled too. I mean, how many other disabilities can she rack up, really? How many are left?
I don't know. I'm kind of tired of collecting letters after my name with diagnoses. So,
Oh, well, see, but you've got real diagnoses. I'm not sure
I
Laura
do.
has a single one. We don't know because what may or may not be there has never been demonstratively, yes, proven. There's not been any factual documentation. There's been lots of claims of disabilities, and
Yeah.
we'll delay trials claiming a disability. We're going to claim ADA accommodations, and then we're going to claim other things. And autism is what caused me to do all these things. That is, ladies and gentlemen, bullshit. Yes.
1000%. Yeah. At least I can back mine up with documentation and
Disability,
there's no
autism,
fraud involved.
mental health, call it what you will, is not an excuse, nor is it a justification for breaking the law. It's not. People who don't even have competency commit crimes. And in many cases, they attempt to have their competency restored via lots of psychotropic drugs and lots of other things just to get through a trial. And as you may know, those of you who follow any sort of law tube for any length of time, people who've been found to have committed heinous crimes and aren't competent to stand trial still happens. Now, it complicates things a little bit more. There's a little more legwork to do with competency evals, and because the Constitution guarantees your right to appear in court and all those sorts of things, but when you aren't competent to even be in the room, they have a few more processes they have to go through. But that does not let you off the hook. Not at all. No, this is not the beginning of a rant. Not at all. It's just me summing up. I think.
They're begging for rants from either of us.
I know, and people just like it when we get excited.
True.
But I'm supposed to keep my blood pressure down. I'm not supposed to get too excited. The things you get to enjoy with age, things like that, even with help.
Have a drink or two. That'll help keep your blood pressure, down and just calm and chill.
I think I've got warning labels. about that. She claimed in court and online that her suit against Clayton Echard was definitely not about money because she had $200K a year income. And she said that in testimony, as I recall. I mean, it's been over a year. It's been like a year and a half since that trial ended. But that's what I recall. She said, I make $200,000 a year.
Don't those age out, like your claims in court and things you say previous? Like after
No.
1 year, they expire like bad milk in the fridge.
Well, Laura Owens probably wishes they do.
Oh, well, too bad for her.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I don't have baby cry noises. I could have like 30 pages of sounds on this thing. Nope. There's no expiration, especially when you haven't paid up and it's accruing interest. That's sucks to be her.
Yeah.
The nice thing about being covered in breadcrumbs is you can blame all your problems on the gluten, just like she did. Gluten.
Make up another diagnosis of celiac, and then why not? Why not just add more to the pile?
I've got to go back to this one. Wisco is Wisco like Crisco, but out of Wisconsin? Are we talking about cheese? See, this is what happens when I can't pay attention to chat. Let's see, Schnitzel. Schnitzel's doing some posting. Keybacker was created and filed the same day as the Justice for Laura and Justice for Laura Owens domains were. What?
Huh.
Really? Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. I knew that Justice for Laura and Justice for Laura Owens was because I think, Who said that? Was it Schnitzel that had it on her channel that said that? And dug up that little bit of dirt when the domain names were filed. I guess because we hadn't seen those web pages for Justice for Laura until more recently, that it hadn't occurred to me to connect that to her other web pages. Brilliant sleuthing, if I may so say. My goodness, that's just wild.
I'm surprised there's not I just hopped onto justiceforlaura.com and I do not see
I hope you're
anything
wearing
like-
protection.
I am. I
good.
typically surf the web with protection as one ought to. But I don't see any sort of like...
You'll definitely get the internet clap from that website. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I don't know. She may or may not have embedded things. We don't know.
No, she's welcome to try. It's going to fail. But I don't see any sort of like... There's no... like, because typically, like, if there is some kind of like legal entity involved with like posting a site or something, don't they like often do like copyright blah blah blah, you know, like I don't see any
Not on this one.
Keystone LLC or whatever, you know. But she's also really fucking stupid and probably
I'm tempted to try an experiment because someone liked to copyright strike people for the red sweater picture of hers. I'm tempted to use that and see what happens, and use that from that webpage. Really tempted. Heavily tempted.
Well, if Echoes gets copyright struck and his channel disappears, follow me at Off-Road Entropy.
Oh, stop.
And I...
Shameless plugging. Shameless. Yeah, go follow him anyhow. At some point, he's actually going to make content. But
yeah,
he's got a camera. He hits the record button on his camera. He does that kind of stuff. Yes, and please do hit the like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Feed the algorithm, as we say here. It all does good things to help us in this day and age.
Yes.
It's absolutely meaningless, but getting to 1K is, it's the first milestone, I suppose.
It is a milestone.
And doing this crazy line of, I'm not going to call it work, even though it's absolutely work. There's nothing about doing lives or even videos. Videos take 10 times more work. It is work. So give your favorite content creators their due. Give them the pats on the back. Hit the like, give them watch hours. That's really what we need more than anything. I don't know how it all works. I just don't. It's some sort of magic in YouTube. It says, people are watching this. Oh, let's let it leak out to a couple more recommended spots and other people watching. All of this is being governed by computers. Yeah. So, we want to make the AI overlords and the computers happy. So we get out there more. And I'm not gonna argue with people who say I should have at least 300,000 subs. I think they're absolutely right. I should. Absolutely should. But I haven't been doing this 5 years like most of the people that do, or 7 or 8. Oh well. Colorado Canadian says he might get pregnant from her website, or she might accuse him of getting her pregnant. You don't know.
I have that's not possible.
Yeah,
I'm a certified. Okay, I will out myself. I am a certified gay. So
there you
that
go.
is not a thing.
That's not a thing. And if it were to ever happen, it would be like that moment in Legally Blonde. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it'd be the next.
And your partner's name is Rodrigo.
That would be the second coming of
the
Christ,
pool guy.
The only way that would ever happen would be Immaculate Conception, and at that point, I'd probably claim to be the father because, well, then I might be an influencer someday. At that point, I don't know.
I think Bruce is Bruce talking about a vehicle? Is that what's going on over here in chat?
Yes.
I should just pin this one. I need to be monetized, and my fucking monetized YouTube channel, to quote Laura Owens. How dare they talk about me and monetize my misery? Well, don't do stupid things. It's just that simple. Oh, Oh, there is another thing. Okay, I thought I was done. I'm not quite done yet. There's more.
Oh dear.
I can close that. Let's go. Someone last live sent me a thing. And I apologize for this in advance because I don't have any actual documents to look at. But there is a story. Someone else in Arizona, another woman indicted for fraud. And I should just read the story. I'm just going to read it. So let me back up. Let's share that one. Okay. This is about another woman in Arizona committing like fraud.
Oh,
And this is about Trevor Bauer, who I guess is a baseball guy. I don't know. Is there something in the water of Arizona? No, because Laura started in San Francisco, but maybe this woman did too. I don't know. This is the case of Darcy Adana Esimanu. I don't know. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation. Forgive me. IB's wondering if I have anything to torture you tonight. Isn't that great? This one might be torture enough because it's more of the same.
Maybe.
And this comes from
I'm
Eyewitness
letting you do this
ABC
while
News.
I'm like chatting with Bruce in the chat because he's asking me about Jeep things and that's very distracting. But please,
Well, go
continue.
ahead and talk about Jeep things. I'll talk about this stuff. You just go have fun. Do your thing.
I just come in here and do what I want anyway. So how's that different?
But God bless Arizona for prosecuting these bitches. Is about all I can say. I think. I mean, this is outrageous. And a piece of me wants to berate #MeToo a little bit, just a little, because don't believe everything at face value. Listen first. As Jack Fox said, just listen, get the facts, and then go from there. Don't just assume that absolutely everything that everybody says is going to be honest and true and accurate. Because human beings do questionable things from time to time.
What? No.
Human beings like to lie about things for various reasons, for various advantages, for protecting themselves, for all kinds of reasons. Not all of them logical, some of them criminal. Okay, this story. Oh, I read this earlier and I was just, my God, what is going on in Arizona? A woman who accused former Major League pitcher Trevor Bauer of sexual assault has been indicted by a grand jury in Arizona on felony charges of fraudulent schemes and theft by extortion. So no, Laura Owens, you aren't the only lucky woman. There are other lucky women in Arizona, evidently committing fraud and getting busted. And committing like relationship fraud. And wait for it, folks. There's more. Wait for it. There's more. That's impressive. Darcy Esimanu knowingly did obtain a benefit from Trevor Anthony Bauer by means of fraudulent pretenses, representation, promises, or material omissions. According to an indictment dated March 19. This is 2024. So some of this is happening concurrently with Owens v. Echard. Isn't that amazing? What is going on in Arizona? And it was filed in Superior Court of Arizona, Maricopa County. Esimanu also knowingly did obtain or sought to obtain property or services by means of a threat to, in the future, expose a secret or an asserted fact in a social media message or in any other manner involving another individual, according to the indictment. So we were. It sounded like blackmail. It sounds like blackmail.
Oh yeah.
Am I reading that right? That sounds like blackmail.
That's kind of sounds like it to me.
That individual is not associated with Bauer, his attorney told ESPN. Esimanu did not respond to messages seeking commitment. The prosecutor, blah, 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 the arraignment. Okay. Here we go. Esimanu filed a lawsuit against Bauer in 2022, just a year before Owens v. Echard. Later updated in 2023, alleging he sexually assaulted her in 2020, which led to an unplanned pregnancy. In court filings, Bauer's attorneys described the situation as a single sexual encounter. Was it just BJs, I wonder? That was consensual. I wonder if they were just BJs, like Clayton. Bauer countersued Esimanu for fraud, saying she was attempting to harass and extort money from him in the wake of similar allegations made by 3 other women. In a statement provided to ESPN by his lawyers, Bauer said Esimanu demanded $3.6 million from him and claimed, I forced her to have an abortion. And when I refused to pay her the $3.6 million she was asking for, she made up a bogus sexual assault claim and filed a civil lawsuit against me. She could have accused him of abortion coercion too, just like Laura did. Attorneys listed for Esimanu in her lawsuit did not respond to messages seeking comment. Esmanu reported that the alleged assault to the Scots December 22, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's just some early case details. I don't care about that. According to police reports obtained by ESPN, when Esmanu was interviewed by a detective following her allegation of assault, she initially stated she had a miscarriage.
Oh, hey.
This pregnancy vanished just like Laura Owens.
We're working on the same playbook.
Is this in print somewhere? I mean, is there like some sort of women's book club where they say, yeah, I'm after this guy, he's a real estate guy. Well, I'm after this guy, he's a baseball player. I'm gonna get him for 3.6, and I'm gonna just get pregnant, and I'm gonna have a miscarriage. What is going on in Arizona? What the hell?
Maybe there's some like extortion, fraud,
the actual
knitting
hell?
club or something.
Stranger things are happening in Arizona.
Yes.
There needs to be a new TV show.
Stranger Things Arizona.
She initially stated she had a miscarriage, but later referred to the miscarriage as an abortion. Well, danger. The story changed. Those are two very different things. She later told detectives she did not have an abortion, but miscarried just before going to a clinic located in another state. Was it California? Were we being seen by Planned Parenthood by any chance? What the hell is going on here? Oh, the detective added that the medical records she had provided do not indicate whether she was in fact pregnant. Oh, no. Oh, no.
And in Scottsdale of no less here, looks like.
Yes,
Jesus.
Scottsdale.
The fuck's wrong with Scottsdale? Like,
there is something in the water.
Something definitely not right down there.
Oh, January 23, one of Bauer's attorneys contacted Scottsdale Police Department to file a criminal complaint accusing her of theft by extortion. According to that complaint, Chapman told police that Esmanu had demanded financial compensation from her client for a pregnancy and abortion that was alleged to be false. The Dodgers cut ties with Bauer in January 2023 after the 2020 Cy Young Award winner received an unprecedented suspension, blah, 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 blah. Following allegations of sexual assault by a woman in California and at least two others, Bauer's denied their allegations. Interesting. And that's the end of it. And then there's just a bunch of ads at the bottom.
Ads and garbage.
Huh. What is going on? What the hell is going on in Arizona? Okay, it's a good thing I don't live there. Other than it's too hot.
It is too hot.
Oh, yay, sports ball. Hope they get all the home runs. Oh, let's see. Back up. Oh, more Jeep stuff. You guys are talking about Jeeps like crazy. If the Jeep has it must be Eddie Bauer edition. If that's the back door that gets used a lot, it must be Tony Robbins.
How can I can't. Yeah. Well done, sir.
And I heard that one yesterday. Oh, there's been lots to talk about Tony Robbins in the back door lately. I don't know why. It's legally a form of manipulation, control, and coercion. Yeah, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. Subarus are most commonly driven vehicles in Colorado. They're quite popular in a lot of places.
They're pretty popular up here in the Great Pacific Northwest.
Oh, Packers game is starting. Bruce had to go. Okay, so Bruce is probably left. Well, bon voyage, Bruce. Enjoy the game. Eat some cheese, or whatever you do. Or what? No, he has Italian nachos or something like that. Day 2. Everyone's just talking about games. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story you can't possibly verify. Trust me, bro. Both Laura and this. Trevor Bauer lady. It's wild. My favorite fake pregnancy was the woman in Scotland that used a doll as her baby. More to look up. Mm-hmm. He's not wrong. Kira Cousins faked a pregnancy and tried to use a doll. Okay, I'm going to pin that to my chat, and I'll talk about that another day. Oh, Bruce is still hiding. That's fine. That's fine for Bruce. Bruce will hide in chat, but I think that's enough for today. I got to make some dinner.
It is kind of getting to be about that time, isn't it?
Yeah. If I lived in your neck of the woods, maybe I'd say, hey, let's just go find dinner. But I don't want to drive that far. You live too far away.
Drive on up.
Too far away for dinner.
I'm not quite in Canada.
I'd have to put more clothes on, too.
I might have to go find my other publicly appropriate clothes.
Yeah, what do you call them? Hard pants?
Yes, they're hard pants versus soft pants.
Well, you've got your thing, just like Omar takes off his tie, and, he looks very cash. He was talking about his tie.
This is my house hoodie.
Oh, dear. Stop. Okay.
I have a fleet of hoodies. Okay, that's my thing. I am thoroughly a t-shirt, jeans, and a hoodie kind of guy.
Very much
and
so.
I have been for
Very
years.
much so. Well,
So,
there's nothing wrong in being comfortable.
Correct.
And with weather around here, you never know.
Right. So I mean, layers. Obviously, and I love my. I'll have some nerdy t-shirt underneath. Just in case it does, like the weather, dictates shedding a layer, so I can still be nerdy.
As one does.
Right. But yeah, that's been my style for as long as Echoes and I've known each other, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But I can dress up to the nines when necessary. Just
I don't like to
make a habit
because
out of it.
I don't like having to take stuff to the dry cleaners. It's just too much effort for me. It's like
Yeah.
I want to wash and wear tux if I have to do that regularly. Oh, thank you, IB, for joining us.
IB,
We're wrapping up
always a
here.
pleasure.
I'm running out of steam because it's dinner time, and it's like, okay, we've talked enough about Laura Owens and other crazy women that fake pregnancies to extort men for whatever reason, and for whatever pecuniary advantages, as they say. There's too many crazy people.
Well,
that needs to be a T-shirt. Avoid crazy people at all costs.
Yeah.
I should be writing this down.
I appreciate. Nice to see everyone.
Well, thanks for
letting
stream
me guys
crashing.
crash the stream.
Yes, well, that's.
Yes.
I keep saying that I need to share my studio link to other creators, and I just never do it. They could crash the stream too. I mean, Schnitzel could have crashed. I'm totally okay with that.
It's just gonna. We'll
And
have
Bruce,
a party.
Bruce has the link. He can.
Hey,
always
Bruce
pop in
has
if he
crashed our. Done. We've done it.
Oh, he made like special appearance. He didn't just show up.
He just didn't show up. Yeah.
Show up. Oh dear. Okay, everybody, that's enough craziness. Otherwise, this is going to turn into Jeep Talk with Jeep Daddy, and he's got his own channel he needs to attend to for that kind of nonsense.
Yeah,
So-
maybe I'll do a Jeep Talk live at some point, and I'll borrow.
And then I
some
can
of
crash
your,
that one.
Yes, you can crash that one and come on over, and we'll talk from the Jeep garage.
That would be a really neat trick. That would be a neat trick. That my father would be impressed if that were to be such, in which case I would claim immaculate conception. All of us women in chat, pregnant with twins. One for each of us, sir.
Great. Let's just have them all around. Why not?
Babies all around. You get a
Babies
baby,
for
and
everybody,
you get a
just like an
baby,
Oprah
and you get a
show.
twin, and you get a twin, and you get a twin. And then he would have to put a car seat in his Jeep, and that would just be funny as hell.
That would.
Oh, gee whiz. Okay, stop.
Oh dear. I don't know if they would appreciate going and all the bumps and bruising and all the things.
Although
CPS might have an issue.
that would
with
be a good. That would be a good test.
It would.
That would be a good test. Trust me, Brewer. Just send the child support.
Yeah. Yeah. Just send me the check. Maybe that's what I need to do. Do I need to add that to my dating profiles? Just trust me, bro. Send.
When this
child
becomes
support
a
check.
heavily monetized fucking YouTube channel, I'd be happy to send child support by way of merch.
Just call it Jeep
Merch.
support. Jeep support.
Jeep support.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to make people buy cubbyhole collectibles. I don't know. I'll work
with
on that.
Black chair 3D printed
The
thing.
black. It's got to say the black chair on it too.
Yeah,
There's
let's figure that out.
there's work to be done. There's work to be done there.
Get those creative juices flowing.
No, I do not have a baby. Although I came a little bit close once upon a time. A little bit close. we all have our not so glamorous moments in life. That was one of mine. Almost. But I admit, as I stutter over it, I was under threat, duress, and coercion to use a subset phrase.
So that's Detractors Part 2.
Detractors Part 2. No, she was not a detractor.
No. She was not.
She was a nice, talented person that if I were actually heterosexual enough to make it work, it would have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're definitely
a lot of
not
people thought we
that.
were going to be a power couple. It's like, oh, you two are so talented. You could just do anything and you're going to be so rich and famous. I'm like, yeah, right. It's like, no, I knew what my felt held in the store.
There's some fundamental differences of opinion about certain things here to not make that happen.
Oh, Real Karsten has 3D printers. Well, duly noted. Duly noted. Once we get to such a point to having a fucking monetized YouTube channel, as Laura Owens. See, I'm only saying that because she said it. And it pisses her off, as does the red sweater picture. So I've got work to do. I need to figure out how to get Succubus Laura onto a red sweater shirt.
Ooh,
we're going to be busy with the AI later.
That's the AI.
Work to do. Yikes. I don't mind tempting a little bit of copyright striking just to smoke out some foxes. So that's her warning. That's the only warning Laura's going to get from me. I will have you. You come after me. You are mine. It's that simple. You will be eating out of the palm of my hand better than David Gingras could ever whistle a bird tune from a bird cage.
Oh, but careful that if you get her that close, then she might get pregnant from your hand.
Not with sanitizer all over my hands. Ooh, that alcohol. Yeah. No one's getting pregnant off of that amount of alcohol. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Just shy of Mormon Jesus showing up and impregnating her or whatever that whole thing is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Never mind. Let's not get into Mormon theology. I don't have the bandwidth.
We don't have the time for that.
I would save that for tomorrow, the day of holiness for Mormonism anyhow.
Oh yes. Blessed be.
Blessed be the fruit of Mormon. Never mind. They've got enough fruit.
Yeah, yes, they
Hundreds
do.
of billions of dollars.
Yes,
IB says your channel has yes.
I know my channel has tumbleweeds. It's reasonably new. I will be doing things there as soon as I have the bandwidth to edit some of the video footage that I've taken, because right now the raw footage is shit and I need to do something. So yes.
Oh, that's good, Bruce. Brett would demand more money. Oh, there will be no twins. No, not from this side. I don't think anyone in my family has had twins. No. Nope, doesn't happen.
I don't think so on mine. I'd have to think. That I don't think so, yeah.
Nope. Hard pass.
Yeah.
I like having an unencumbered lifestyle.
Stick with cats.
Yeah. If anything, I'll be a feline daddy, if anything. Because I know what I want my next felines to be. I just can't afford them.
Yeah, you do have expensive tastes even there.
I do. That's my problem. All around I have expensive tastes. What am I going to do?
Just keep slaving away for the man. Hashtag capitalism.
Hashtag capitalism. Well, that's a cheery note. Let's not even go down that one. Oh my gosh. Because I don't want to start talking about the latest things with Candace Owens and all the other stuff I've watched today.
Oh, well, you've just been all the input. No wonder you wanted to do
I've been
live.
sitting here playing some Elder Scrolls and listening to a lot of YouTubes in the last half a day. That's why I decided, okay, I better get this little tidbit of Laura Owens out of my hair so I don't get behind. But it's been busy. Lots of consumption.
I need to off-road my way down to the cubby hole and rescue you from time to time.
Yeah, sure. Rescue me and rescue someone else.
We're not talking about that right now.
Okay, fine. I almost called you and gave you an opportunity, but I decided it was not wise, so I let it go.
What are you holding out on me for?
Well, rude. It's probably inappropriate for you to be handing someone their mail just because it shows up on a doorstep.
As long as you don't open it.
Well, I didn't say anything about opening it.
That's
people get mail, and I know you are just looking for an in. Although I think you should pound on the door and claim to be the cat window perch inspector.
Yes, or cat welfare.
And say, excuse me, sir, your cat does not have access to this perch. I need to do a full inspection of your house.
Knock, knock, knock. I'm from Cat Protection Services, CPS.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, on that cheery note, everybody.
On that cherry note, bye.
All right. See you later, everybody. We don't know what's next. What is next? Oh, that was the other thing. David Gingras is going to have a trial for his DUI. So there's stuff happening with Dingus and his DUI crap, and well, we'll just stay tuned with whatever's next with the bitch and her family. More will happen. Things are heating up in bankruptcy land, and it may dribble over to criminal land, we hope. We'll see. All right. Yeah. Well, until then, folks, enjoy the rest of your weekend and your evening. Thanks for joining us here today. And thanks to Jeep Daddy for gate crashing in his Jeep, as he will from time to time. All right. Indeed. So until then, folks, stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.